And we're live. Hello, everybody. Wonder if can you guys hear us? Put a one in the chat if you can hear us.
Please.
Oh, sugar.
Look, Gilda's actually put the book the like button. Book the like button.
Oh, for real already. Look at that. That's what we like. That's what we absolutely like. Oh no, why am I? You know what? I forget with this background and my friggin' hair.
Oh yeah, your ponytail will always disappear. That's it. Pull it forward so people know.
I've got a pony, guys.
Hey, Manel and Dammy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, residents. Yes, today we have a special episode. We're so excited. We're really excited. And guys, our regulars, you know, we're nearly on time. You know, look at that. You should be so happy for us. You know,
this is a record.
It really is.
It is just 7 minutes past 11.
Amazing. I'm proud of us. Are you proud of us?
I'm proud. I feel like we deserve like all of the swipes.
You know what I mean? All of the accolades, everything. Yes. Absolutely everything. So guys, for those that don't know, I'm Sade and I'm here with...
I am Nana.
And we are one half of your Aunties Can Never podcast. And this is the Shade Borough's official Love Island Season 10 review show. Woo! And as we're streaming from our homes today, so producer man Kevin is not about today, unfortunately, but he will be back tomorrow. Don't worry. For those that are saying inside in the chat, yeah,
inside.
And guys, for those that don't know, what we do is we recap each episode in as much detail as possible. We let you know what we think and we read as many comments and put some on screen to see what you think too. So guys, also make sure you hit that like button on our page, on our guest page. Our guest page is coming soon, yeah. And also the Shade Borough as well. And also make sure you subscribe to us, like the video, do it now, do it on entry. Like, don't think just because Kevin's not here that we won't pause the live, because we will.
I can still do some black screens.
Yeah.
From this side. Yeah, that's still a possibility. So
exactly.
You know.
So don't get twisted. We want to see those likes on entry, please, and get involved in the conversation. Like, leave your comments. And what else do they need to do, Nana?
You need to share this video absolutely everywhere. Share it on Instagram stories, share it on Facebook, share it on Threads, share it on Twitter. And thank you again to Lanzel, who is always sharing our stuff. Big up to him every time. So everybody else, can you please start sharing? Like, let's have bare people in the chat with us. It's growing fast.
Yeah.
Because our guest is amazing
Our guest.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, we're not therapists, we're not life coaches, we're not psychoanalysts. We're just gonna be free, very opinionated people who just love this show. So take what we say with a pinch of seasoning, okay? And if you've got any real issues, then you need to take it up with ITV2, okay? Not us. They are the producers of the show after all. Okay, so we've had you waiting, and people are saying, yeah, Queenie, show yourself. Let me introduce our guest today, the one and only Queen E.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How are you?
I'm well. I'm excited. It has been a long run, but honestly, it's been a good run. I can't even complain. This has been a good season. I'm excited to get into it. So let's go.
Yes, let's do it. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for there's so many fans. Oh my God, this is lovely. It's so nice. So yeah, so this season it has been a good one, right? It's definitely been a good one. What would you say? Because obviously we're at I guess you could call this a semi-final. Today's episode was a semi-final. Yeah. Like, what should you say was like one of your highlights so far this season? Nana, you answer too as well.
Okay. You know what? I think one of the highlights this season has been finding Sammy attractive.
Queen Please elaborate on that one. I might be out of the loop. I would like to know what you mean by that.
Right, please ask her again. Ask her again because I'm confused.
I've been on a journey with Sam to the E. When he came in, I was absolutely not a fan of his. For one, I don't like that name on guys, so I didn't like him. And his curtains, his hair, everything. I didn't like any of him. And then something shifted about 3 weeks ago. I don't know what took place. And then, yeah, it's like the same way Sammy started to like Jess, I started to like Sammy. Something shifted. That's been a highlight for me.
Okay. I'll be lifting you up in prayer. It's fine. It's totally fine. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think one of my highlights is probably apart from just Whitney in general, do you know what I mean? Because I freaking love her. Like having her as a character in the show, it's just a very, very, very nice surprise. I
forget she's not an OG.
Right. Yes. You know what I mean? Right. She's just been absolutely amazing and just given us so much. It's almost like nurturing, right? I feel enriched by having her in the show. But it's probably going to be the Grafties, you know, because it was new. It was a new segment and everything. I wasn't expecting it. And it was just like upping the notch of pettiness, shadiness. Do you know what I mean? Like Abby having her vindication for when she previously said roll the tape. And they did just that. And I maintain my thought of that. The producers thought, hold on, there's something here. We need to create this. Do you know what I mean? Based on that one comment. So yeah, I think that was the highlight for me for sure.
I think mine would be the call outs, honestly, because typically you can see like, not that I need people to have like a Faye moment because that was a little bit, too much, but a lot of people bite their tongues. And this season, they're going to say it how they mean it. And so unless you're Mitch, he's going to retract every moment he gets, right? But I'm just like, yeah, like, let's be true to life. Realistically, when you're put in a house with 12 people, you're not going to get along with everybody, right? So it's like, I don't like you today. Actually, I think you're the most selfish person I've ever met. Actually, I think you're fake. Actually, I think you're a game player. Like, let's be for real. Like, we don't have to fake it. So I like the call outs.
No. It's true. It's true. People were, apart from like, as you said, like, Mitch, maybe Zach, people were saying a couple things with their chest, which I do. Yeah, I do appreciate that too. Especially Ty. Ty was just saying all the things. Nana,
he
do you
was
want to get
today?
Huh? Yeah, wow.
Hang on, let me see if that will come up. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So Nafasa says, guys, there must have been another Sammy we don't know about. Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Laugh out loud. Kimbo, when Molly got dumped.
Okay, that was actually
good one.
That's definitely a good one. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a highlight. Reads and other things says another highlight was Scott pulling everyone to the fire pit. He said, "Say it to my face."
That was actually a moment, I'm not gonna lie. Although it was against Catherine's will, like I'm not gonna lie, like it was definitely a moment. I thought that was all right. Still, that hasn't happened before, I don't think.
I don't think they have had a fire pit moment before. Let me see. Blink says everyone who left said Scott was not 100% with Catherine. That's a highlight.
Okay, sounds like a commentary, not necessarily.
Ali says highlight was no baby challenge. No need to hear those screams. I agree. I'm not a fan of the baby challenge, so I appreciated that wasn't there.
I agree.
I don't mind it. Personally, guys, someone did point out, we are like ratio and how many people watching this. It's not adding up. It's not mathing.
Already?
Yeah, it's not mathing. 64 likes, and there's 293 people in watching. Nah, come on, man. Do better. Got to do better.
Show us some love. It's a special live. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Over 100, like immediately. Like we've been going for almost 10 minutes now. Come on, guys.
Yeah. And we've been doing the reviews. Queen E's been doing the reviews like every episode. Do you know what I mean? Like for 8 weeks, that's 2 months. The least. the very least you could do is like this video, you know? Come on. Please. N Rose already like both channels. Thank you so much. That's what we like.
You. Kevin Marshall, highlight Queen E moving into her new place. Where's the air mattress?
Ain't no air mattress, baby. We got a bed before I even moved in because I told myself I'm not sleeping on the floor. I'm a bougie babe.
I love that. Yeah. Seriously. Oh my God. So you recently moved. That's so cool.
Literally drove across country 33 hours.
Wow. Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. It was quite the journey. I will never do it again. But it was a necessary evil. I'm now in my new place. So we praise God.
Okay, cool. Amen to that. Definitely. Wow. Oh gosh, okay, cool. That was the journey just like the contestants that they've been on. A little segue there. So if we get into the episode, like in terms of what happened in this episode, the main things are that Ty and Ella argued. Like, they argued again. We also had sports day, which was always very funny to me because you see the competitive nature of people. And we've lost Mitch and Ella B. They have been dumped from the island. Well, yes, exactly. Peace, sayonara. We're not interested. Bye. Basically. So what is your one word to sum up this episode? Guys, also put in the chat what your one word is. Nana, what's your words? Let's go.
I can't even lie. I found the actual episode a little bit boring.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the actual episode. Yeah. For me it was boring. You know, it's to be expected. I wasn't emotional moved or anything. Boring.
Mm-hmm. Queen E, do you have one?
I would say stress, because you had Mitch now changing up the story about the vote, and then the Ty and Ella thing, and then it was stressing me out. Please, we're at the end. Why is this happening?
Yeah, come on. No, yeah. You know what? To me, that's very, very true, because I was expecting it to be drier than what it was. I wasn't expecting any drama. Do you know what I mean? So I was I'm gonna say like a bit surprised, because usually it's like plain sailing, like nothing conversations, definitely not full-blown arguments either.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a bit of a lot for me. I'm not gonna lie. What are people in the chat saying?
Okay, Sandra says unnecessary. Nadia says hilarious. Sarah Gates, decent. PC, finally. Yeah, a bit of that. I think I was feeling a bit of that. Erica says childish. Tucky Dances says manipulation.
Oh, I need an explanation on that one.
Yeah, come back with more on the manipulation. And I'll stop with Ali says one word: fake.
There's a whole
a nice one. Carmen says cute.
Okay. I was going to say there is a whole lot of fake going on in that villa. There absolutely is. Okay, so it started with morning chats in the morning. Ty was talking about, he doesn't miss the game. Do you know what I mean? He's signing his resignation papers to the game. Everyone's happy for him that's what he's doing. Ella, OG Ella is just like, I can tell he's going to be a good boyfriend. Yeah. I swear the producers, they're taking a piss. They do this, They set it up at the beginning. Know what's coming. But she had no idea.
What's going on though? Like, I want to know OG Ella's processes of he's going to be a good boyfriend. On what basis? Like what is to say Ty is going to be attentive? He's going to be there for you. He's not going to be selfish. Like, what is she?
I think it's a matter of when it's good, it's good. Like, he knows how to make her feel good, and to his credit, he doesn't really have to do much. Like Ella does a lot of the legwork when it comes to their relationship. So I think that's what she's going off of. Like, he makes me feel good. And as long as we can hold on to that, it's going to be a good relationship.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. It's a slight, you know, there's a heavy dose of delusion in there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like, she's taking a little bit of that straight. Yeah. Zach was talking about him having a different appreciation for things, like obviously being part of the experience. Whit says, like, you know, what she wanted was to be sanely in love, not, you know, crazy in love. I thought that was very sweet of her to say something like that. And then she's hinting at being in love. Do you know what I mean? Which was, you know, I think we're seeing a build up of that, like, over these last few days. Personally, I think it's super early.
Yes.
super early. And yeah, I'm not actually, Queen E, what's your position on Locham?
Listen, you know what? And this is why I can't even get on Ty and Ella too much, because I love seeing people be happy, right? So when I see Whitney and she talks so greatly about Lochan, whatever my doubts could be, because she's so like expressive of how good she feels and how safe she feels and how comfortable she feels, that's what I love about their relationship. Lochan himself, I've had my moments. I cannot lie to you. I've had my moments where I'm like, now when these cameras cut, what's the deal for real? You know? But at the end of the day, I feel like Whitney, for the most part, has a good head on her shoulders, and she would be able to suss out like whether or not he would be a person of good character. And so far, she's speaking highly of him. So hey, he's good in my books.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty similar, but you said it in such a more like appealing way. I don't trust that. I don't trust that guy.
No, it's like Queenie totally merged both of our opinions, but I'm like, I love the fairy tale of them. And then Sade is more like, I don't trust that fool. Two in a very nice
great balance.
Nice. Yes. I actually love it. Another person who I think is, you know, talking about Ella being a bit delusional is Jess, who was talking about, you know, she really is feeling Sammy because he's full of energy and fun and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, who are you fooling, girl? Like, it's like she's trying to convince herself at this point that this is going to work. It's not going to work. It's not happening. And she knows it. And it's her mask is slipping a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not believing her anymore. Although I really am still a fan of them as a couple, but I'm more thinking, I don't think Jess is invested like he is. He seems really gassed and she isn't so much.
And it didn't help hearing that the friends might not be on board. I think she's a person who takes their opinion very strongly. And so watching it back and also getting the impression from your friends, they might be dead in the water.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's gonna last long at all. Do you know what I mean? And she'll get options. Do you know what I mean? She'll get options that actually like her for her. Do you know what I mean? And don't want her to be like a petite brunette. Do you know what I mean?
Do you guys think Josh was genuine?
I do. Okay. I actually do.
I could see them together. I could see Josh and Jess together. I hope he was. I hope so.
Okay. That would. What are your thoughts? What did you think?
Well, I don't know. I think it was a best of the bunch situation, but then that's just Love Island in general. You know, you got to pick the best of the bunch and then go with it. So I'm not sure. I don't really have a strong opinion on that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I think like I definitely so Sam, who hosts the podcast, his girlfriend is good friends with Josh apparently, and he was saying like yeah, he's a good guy and that's his type. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's who he would normally go for. So I think maybe I'm more swayed because of that information. Do you know what I mean? Like, but then at the same time, that's their boy, so they might just say whatever. Do you know what I mean? So there's that too.
Jess and Sammy are kind of tipped that they may actually win this.
Well, this is the thing.
They've gone up in the rankings like considerably for some reason. Who knows? Could be a fix.
Well, Mitch, do you know what I mean? Like Mitch at the end of the episode, we can jump. Yeah? Seriously, taking Jess and literally giving that whole 5 minutes about your good friends, like, I want you to win. Why is Mitch's opinion so important? Why did he get?
Why was Mitch yapping for all that time?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They gave Mitch a royal exit, like it was intended. Like he had his whole size come out with me. Let's go to the terrace. It was like,
you couldn't do that in the bedroom,
right? Do you know what I mean? It was so weird that he gets that preferential treatment. Like, no. And it was just they're sitting there looking at him. Like, you know that King Mitch statement he said to himself? Like, really? Is this what this is? You trying to play this out? Because it's not reality. It's not. It really
well, according to Katie, she's been saying that Mitch has studied the show and his objective was to be an iconic character. So
yeah, that's what we're seeing. And he even done it at the end when he was looking in the cameras. Do you know what I mean? Did you see that? Like when he was leaving? Yeah, he's so irritating, man. I'm actually quite glad that he's gone. And like he said as well, he was like stealing a living. Do you know what I mean? Like he should have gone much earlier, for sure. So, any interesting comments before we move on?
Just loads of people saying, Mitch got the spotlight. Let me just get this one.
Let me try and do this. That's better.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we're moving past the morning chats.
Oh no, go for it. We can keep going.
Oh yeah, because I can't see those on my end.
Say that again. What do you mean?
I can't see like the super chats.
No. I'm saying the morning chat in the episode. We're done with that.
No. Keep. Or did you have a point or something? So you can
My question was how you guys felt about Ty saying that Ella's the one.
Oh yes. I think Ty is a young man who has never been in love before, so it's easy for him to believe that this is it. But experience will teach him that maybe not.
It's so presumptuous, isn't it? I thought it was cute. I was like, oh wow, Ty's in this. Like Gabby said, Ty is like he's fallen hard. It was. I was a bit scared for him. You know when guys have that first love and then it doesn't go well and then they're an absolute bastard forever. I feel like Ty's gonna have that arc.
I wouldn't necessarily use that word, but I feel like he's got that energy anyway. So I don't know if he needs that to fulfill that.
You're not wrong.
This will be that key that takes him there.
Ultimate villain story.
Yeah. I was a bit like, oh no.
What do you guys think? Do you think that? Because I can see Ty saying that Ella is the one, considering like everything that they've gone through. Ella definitely is very complimentary to the person that he is as of today. However, I think the opposite is where my concern is. I look at Ella and I'm like, baby, Ty is not it, sweetie.
At all.
He doesn't compliment the woman that she is today.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like, I think like she's just going to be doing labor. She's going to be doing free labor, like turning this guy into like a respectful, I don't know, human being. I don't know. Because he has moments. He does have moments. And I think like most of the time his intentions are coming from the right place. But bro, even today, like, come on, man, it's a lot. It's just too much. Before we get there though, Mitch and Ella B, they had a chat about mainly Ella B's regret on the decision that they made to nominate Whit and Locham. Now, do you think this is genuine, or do you think the producer said, hey, you guys want me going today? Maybe add something, add some color to your reasoning.
I mean, it could have been. All I was thinking was they played it really stupid in going for Whitney and Lochan. That was like the dumbest selection they could have done. And they probably would have had way more of a chance of staying in if they'd gone for Zach and Molly. But yeah, that conversation did feel like it was planted.
Yeah.
It didn't feel real. That was like, okay.
I think it is regret.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the reason is, I think a lot of people in the villa have the same sentiment with people on the outside who compare Lochan and Mehdi. Of course, temperament and personality is a little bit different, but for the most part, the archetype is similar, right? And so Mitch earlier said she's not compatible with Mehdi and she never will be, right? So I think that is what fueled his decision to want to go for them. And then they use this whole sexual whatever, she's too dominant for him, whatever. In reality, they knew that the true game move would have been Zach and Molly. That would have been their best shot. They might not know that to its fullest extent, but they absolutely know that Whitney and Lochan were not it. But I think Mitch has that same perspective he did for Whitney and Mehdi that he does for Whitney and Lochan.
No, I agree. Yeah. I believe that too. I think he's a weird one, isn't he? I don't think if he even has the not the range, but the depth to be honest about that. Do you know what I mean? In his decision making, I really don't think he's there at all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely some underlying issues. Go for it.
Reading other things says Mitch would never vote for Zach though, and I think so. I think he has real loyalty to Zach.
Or Molly, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? No, he's obsessed with Molly. He knows her dad's name. He's obsessed. Too much. He's too much. Absolutely too much. But yeah, also as well, Ella B dropping in, that they live so far apart. Zach doesn't know how to drive. I was just like,
no.
Did she say that? He doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Isn't he 27? Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's different in the UK. I'm sorry. Listen, we started driving at 14 over here.
No, it's not. Even though, to be fair, I don't drive. I'm a big woman, but I don't drive. However,
I'm sorry.
I'm a lady. I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, Zach, yeah.
No, it's a lot. She lives in Manchester. He's in London. So that commuting, that's going to be on Molly. Molly drives.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a turn-off. That is a turn-off for a woman, though, that your man can't drive. Like, so I don't know how it really is going to work. And is he going to be doing the TikTok dances? Is that
please? No. All he could do is this. That's it. That's all he's going to. That's all.
It's so true. Yeah. And yeah, I think like Mitch was also saying like, he trusts Zach, but he doesn't trust Molly and stuff. It's just like, come on. Mitch was just say anything at this point.
Was he saying trust in? He was saying trust in the relationship in terms of their intentions for each other, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I can kind of see where he's coming out with that, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Explain.
Because of how she came back.
Okay.
So there could be a speculation of like, does she know she's a favorite now? And is she going to go for the sure thing? And like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what his reasoning is. You can never try to reason with Mitch because it doesn't make sense. But if he was to make a case like that, like, oh, it's giving producer favorites, so maybe she would choose an easy way to the final. If that was his justification, I could walk down that same path with him.
Yeah. No, okay, fair.
I feel you on that. Just big shout out to Fred Stones in the chat as well. His videos actually like crack me up as well. So hey, we'll have to do a live with you as well.
Amazing. So Ty and Sammy have a little chat, and Ty's talking about I told Ella I love her. She's my girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? She's got the key to my heart and everything. He's smitten at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like brings out chilled vibes, all that kind of stuff. at this point. And then they had a text, and it was Sports Day. And I absolutely love Sports Day. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what I mean? It was giving me very much primary school vibes. Do you know what I mean? Like the games we used to play, like growing up and everything like that. They picked teams. Ty, Molly were captain. Ty was red team. Molly was blue team. On Ty's team, he had Sammy, Zach, Whit, and Ella. But he picked Ella last, which is
the man loves to take the piss, and at some point, Ella's gonna have enough. Like
she is, and I think that was part of why she was annoyed as well. Like I know
definitely.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? She doesn't take those things well at all. Like she's a popular girl. Do you know what I mean? And I think she likes to be reminded of that all the time. Like
I can't even lie. I would have been the same, you know. Like you couldn't pick me last. Yeah, no, not on any sports thing. Like if I'm last, I don't participate well. So
really,
I would have been an absolute misery if I was her as well. So I understood her vexedness. I was like, yeah, I could do that too. You can't pick me last. You're the captain for one, and you're my man, and I was last. Nah.
I don't think I would be vexed. Like, I think I'm the kind of person who has, like, I'm a very jokey person, and I would assume I'm going to be partnered with a similar kind of guy. So I would be like, oh, yeah? Bet. Like, I would take it as a challenge. Like, okay, I see you.
Yeah. I see you. It's true. It's true. No, yeah, I don't know. I'm competitive, though. So, like, I wouldn't assume that I'll be being picked last. So if it was out of the blue for me, I might be a bit upset. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously. But I like to think I've got some sort of like athletic capability. Do you know what I mean?
Somebody said Ella's not giving athlete. Maybe that was why. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
It's true. And then we had Molly's team, which was the blue team, which had Jess, Locham, Mitch, and Ella B. And what the one thing I did
Mitch's Angels.
Huh?
Yeah.
All of Mitch's Angels.
Basically, yeah. And it was given very pale. That team.
Aryan.
This team was given very pale. I just noticed the difference. It was like a stark difference. Apart from Locham was a little bit of dash, but there was a big difference going on. They had the egg and spoon race. Whit was trying to throw people off by saying there's a spider in your leg.
It didn't work.
It didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. Seriously. However, I mean, if that was me, yeah, that probably would work because I can't do the spiders though at all. Like, do you know what I mean? I would be freaking out. What do you mean? The blue team were literally in the lead, but the red team won on that. The sack race, Zach proved that white men can jump because he was jumping high and far. Seriously. Did you see there was spring? There was spring there.
He was jumping.
His knees have come out of retirement.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Nana, what was you going to say?
I said he is a basketball player, and somebody, I can't remember. Maybe this was my husband. Somebody said like you're the PT. Like I think it was yesterday's, but in the week, and I was like, what? Like I'd forgotten he was a PT.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, very interesting with Zach. But yeah, he can jump.
Yeah, he could jump far and wide, man. Seriously. But yeah, Sammy was getting stressed. He was so annoyed that people were slow. Like seriously, he's got anger issues, you know. He was shouting at everybody, and then he literally rolled twice. Like you rolled in the middle, and then rolled over the finish line. Like, are you okay?
That was impressive.
Impressive. You know how tall that guy is? He's like 6'5", isn't he? Like that. Can you imagine that coming towards you? Like
not coming towards you.
I mean, it's just scary, though. The tug of war. Honestly, from the beginning, I knew the red team would win.
Come on now, like Stevie Wonder could have seen that, please.
honestly. So yeah. And then Molly in the hut was saying, "Oh, you know, us women, we could have done it." And did you see Mitch give like cut his eye? Look at Locham, like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, ain't no way.
No, not at all. And then the 3-legged race, the red team won on that, but they done you know, that by bashing into Ella, who went flying and dropped, basically. And Whit was just like, yeah, it was worth the sacrifice. And it was like, you don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. And stuff. But yeah, but Ella, you can see Ella was annoyed. Mitch was also annoyed. He was pissed. He was pissed that he didn't win. And then they done a loser talk, which was so weird. Like, seriously, I thought it was a weird scene. Like all the losers like talking together. It's just like, nah, not cool at all. Did you expect the red team to win, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
The movie Get Out is there for a reason.
Yeah. It was, and it was because of the melanin as well.
Yeah,
it's melanin, it's sports. To me, it was like, if I was Molly and I was picking, I would have tried to have got all of the black people. Like, that's what I would have gone for. So yeah.
First of all, I didn't even know why she was the captain, and then second of all, it was just like, you didn't pick well. You should have picked well at all. Seriously, that was not smart too. Okay, then it goes into Ella and Ty. Gosh, man, and it starts quite mildly, where Ella's just like, you know, she's in a bit of a mood, like, do you know what I mean, that kind of thing. She didn't really want to talk about it. Ty was like, just like, I don't even know, like, yeah, jabbing at her, like, do you know what I mean? Just tell me what's wrong. Just tell me what's wrong. She's just like, you're gonna say it's petty. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't want to give energy to it. And he just gets so annoyed that he gets up and walks away. And then she's like, I think she said, you're so childish or something like that. And he's like, shut up. He told her to shut up. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, and
before they went to the bedroom, could you guys tell what the fight was about?
No.
Okay.
So I don't know whether it definitely seemed heavily edited. I'm not going to lie, because, she kept on saying, I've told you what's annoying me. I've told you that I'm annoyed. Like, do you know what I mean? So it was just like, it's like they had a previous conversation. And so there's something obviously getting on her nerves, but, you know, he's either not taking it seriously or he's forgotten or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whitney goes over to her and gives her some great advice. Do you know what I mean? Again, I wish you just like, you know, don't waste your time. Like, don't waste your time arguing. Basically, they were arguing over nothing. It didn't make any sense. And then in the bedroom, you know, she's talking to him, but it was almost like she's clearly annoyed at something. Do you know what I mean? But she has to soothe him and his ego. Like, again, like, come on, man, it's too much. To me, it feels like it's too much. What about you guys? What did you think?
Well, that's the plight of a woman, is it not?
Well,
we have to stroke these egos, like mercy. No, but what I gathered from the argument was basically because she hurt herself in the challenge. Maybe she already wasn't having a great day. We could chop that up kind of to him picking her last. Hurting herself was kind of like the last nail in the coffin. So she was telling him, I understand you're trying to get to the bottom of why I'm annoyed right now, but the fact is I am annoyed. So therefore, me talking right now doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And so to him, he thought she was stonewalling. He thought she was stonewalling him. But to her, she's like, I'm trying to preserve us from having an argument because I'm not in a space right now. Yeah. And so I kind of respect her for that. For me, what is never acceptable is name calling and cussing at a partner. Like if y'all do that, that's your business. That's for me in my house.
Yeah.
No. So the FUs,
yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
That's a no for me, especially at the beginning of the relationship. Oh
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I think I
just see it lasting, because really, and this is with cameras around you. How is it going to escalate when they're alone? And there's like, you know, there's nobody talking them down. Whitney coming in, trying to literally breathe life into you. Like, yeah, no. And that the shut up, for one, that should be like, that's not in your vocabulary. Like, we don't talk to each other like that. But then the swearing, the same. I was like, this isn't gonna go well. Yeah. And they're gonna hear it from each other's people when they come out as well. They are gonna be friends and family telling you guys what's going on with you two.
Yeah.
That can't run.
And the thing is, this is the thing, and I will kind of like point to editing again as well, because Ella did say, like, there's 2 days you've been my boyfriend, and then you're calling me all sorts of names. So you edited that out. Do you know what I mean? They've edited it out, like what was said in there, and then she says, you know, F you, and he was like F you too. It's just like
You're reminding me. She also said something. What did she say? Like you always don't let me talk or something. Like it's been brewing for her that she can't fully express herself when Ty is present. And also they both use this whole, but you're my girlfriend, but you're my boyfriend, as if that was supposed to put a patch on all the miscommunication that they've struggled with prior to becoming official. So I was like, that's a misconception. That doesn't heal the issues. So
yeah, this is the thing, and it is kind of like what you were saying before. Like this isn't going to bring the best out in her. Do you know what I mean? This type of relationship, she's just going to go like a roller coaster, like up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. And it's not even good for your, not to get too into it, but it's not even good for your cortisol. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not good for your nervous system, like to even be dealing with that. And it's just like, I just don't, like, no one can be upset, and having that pressure of being with someone who can't even allow you to be upset for a minute, that's a lot. So it means you always have to be up, you always have to be on. Well, a bit like Molly. Maybe, I don't know, that's Molly. That girl.
Not challenging people, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, that's what she is. But I think like, so they kind of like make up, they get into bed together, like I guess they're having a day nap or something, you know, and there was a part of me that was thinking, you know what, she has, because he's like, oh, let's hug, and like she refused to move. Like, do you know what I mean? It made him come to her and stuff. There is a big part of me that thinks that he's like literally imprinted on her. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's his.
What a good way to say it. Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And I think he just needs to, I don't even know, it's gonna have to come from Ella, but he just needs training. He just needs training that, you know what?
But why is that her burden?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. But she's chosen it, and she chose it from, well, the public chose it, but she's agreed to it from the beginning, that's what she wants to go with.
And she's been told this. Like Whitney said that to her, really. It's like, do you want to be that girl? You're going to be the one that is going to be training him up? And she seems to be like, yeah. And he lays it on her as well. Keeps on saying to her, you've changed me. That's an ego boost. Yeah. All of the ways that he speaks to her is always like stroking her ego. I've changed so much because of you. Like, I'm a different man because of you. Her ego is
it's also controlling, though. Isn't sorry to cut you, Nana. Yeah, because it is just like, well, if I'm displaying any sort of negative behavior, it's because of you. Do you know what I mean? Because you made me like this. That's where that goes. Do you know what I mean? So he needs to be very, very careful. They both need to be very, very careful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What do you guys think about how they resolved?
Because
on After Sun, you had India saying, well, you know, sometimes arguments are okay as long as you resolve the issue. And I'm like, baby girl, you call that a resolve?
It's definitely not. That is just like, I can't be bothered to argue with you anymore. So we're gonna literally put this to bed.
He wore her down. Basically, it was just like, you know what? Okay, let's hug it out, because if he's gonna keep on badgering, are you okay? Are you okay? No, I'm not. But he's not okay with me not being okay. It's really long. Like, just leave her. All you gotta do is just go outside and get some sun. Like, let her just sit in the bed for a bit.
This is it. It's just like, why is her being in a bad mood? He sees her being in a bad mood as a reflection of him.
Yeah.
And he can't stand it. It's a bit like, and Sammy's also a bit like that as well. Like, when Jess didn't want to participate and they lost the challenge, like he was so upset with her. He was so upset with her. It was just like, allow this, man. It's not her fault.
Yes.
It's not her fault. It's not her fault.
You've got to keep on playing the game.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see. Let me get this one. SG John says, how many unsettled offenses do you think there are? This is the lack of harmony in the relationship.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I'm also giving grace because, I mean, I wasn't like that at 22, but I know a lot of people who were like that at 22. And sometimes it's just the thing you have to go through. You just have to. And so I've been saying on my channel, I think that this relationship for both of them is a canon event. It's that thing that needs to happen in order to make you the person who you eventually become. I think Ella's going to learn to have a better filter and have, I'll leave it at that, have a better filter and filter in terms of choosing partners. And then Ty is going to learn like, well, one, it's okay to open yourself up to love, if we're going to call this that. And then also with that comes all those things that he outlined of what a quote unquote good boyfriend is: the respect, the care, the intentionality. You know what I mean? So I think it's a learning relationship for them both.
Yeah. No, I agree. I absolutely agree. I will have to say though, guys, just to interrupt this conversation, the likes aren't matching, you know. They're still not matching. We're on 109 likes and we've got 428 people viewing us right now. The ratio is off. It's off. It's
not y'all stressing the aunties.
Yeah.
Come on.
Seriously, you guys need to like this video right now. Do you know what I mean? It really helps. I know it seems like, oh, do we have to do it again? Yes, because it helps us. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to beat this algorithm, you know. So please, just like the video. Come on.
Let me get the Lady Godiva's point. But in real life, do titles like boyfriend and girlfriend really matter when it comes to immaturity? They keep throwing that out there. They're young, aren't they?
Exactly. We have to remember that they are young, and to them, that is what nullifies the issues, you know? But you're my girlfriend. And what? Like there's still a call to be a good human being and to be considerate and to be respectful. And I guess they just thought that the title would fix the problem. I don't know. They're 22. What can we do?
Yeah, they are young. I just wish that there was more respect there on both sides. I just don't. Do you know what I mean? Just human to human respect, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone said I'm in the spirit of Kevin today. Yes, I am.
Yes, it's for real.
Seriously, I'm trying to make him proud. So then I can't lie. For me, the episode got a little bit boring when they were like, it was an evening and they're all kind of like talking about in their couples about their journey, like all at the same time. It just seemed so strategic and all at the same time they're doing this. Like, oh, it was a bit boring.
Did you guys notice how Whitney and Lochan only got like 2 snippets when everybody else got quite a bit of chat with each other?
I didn't actually. No,
I don't like this. The edit wasn't in their favor at all. Yeah.
But I think it was because everybody was actually feeding into that producer. Okay, let's talk about how great our journey has been and how much we love each other. And they're like, look at you. You know, like they were more like just in awe of each other, whereas the other people, and we've been through and we are and we love and I was like, come on.
No, it's true. It's true. There was a funny line that Whit said, and she's like, oh, it's definitely going in the right direction. Locham's like, what direction is
marriage?
That? She was like, marriage. What do you think it is? Seriously, that was just so funny. But yeah, I don't know if he's even understanding how serious this is right now. Do you know what I mean? And also, you know what, the other thing, which I don't know, maybe it's kind of obvious, but it kind of just occurred to me that I didn't consider it, but like obviously like coming from Whitney's background, I totally understand why she's being reserved the way that she is. Do you know what I mean? Like I really, really get that. I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but it's just like, you're being very, very typically Nigerian conservative. That's what you're doing at the moment.
But even in that, I feel like she's been pretty like expressive of her affection for Lochan and all that stuff. Like even when people keep saying lack of sexual chemistry, I'm just like, at this point, you want her to give him a handy? Like I don't know. Like I don't know what you want them to do. Like she really is on him and still in a respectful way.
Yes.
I feel like that's what they want at this point. Like,
you know?
But I'm like, in as much as her background is being Nigerian, and also she has a business, and everybody is aware of the optics of the show and all that stuff. But she's still been pretty like, I like this man, and I'm gonna show him that I like him, and I don't care if y'all say that we have it or we don't. Like, I am in this, not y'all.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think like. Yeah, and especially I can't lie about the comparison to Mehdi as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Where he was not given either. It was just yeah.
It's so different. I love every night that we have been seeing her and Lochan lips in. Like, I just think, they're building the foundations of a relationship. I truly do believe them. I see them together. Yeah, I think he's invested as well. I'm believing in them. I
don't know about Sade's not with it. She's not with it. Well, here's the thing. You know what I think a lot of the hang up is? Because a lot of us relate to Whitney, I think we put our expectations and our interests onto her. But we're like, we don't know what this woman's interests are. We don't know what this woman's type is. So everybody keeps saying, I'm like Whitney and I wouldn't find, okay, that's you though.
Well, to be fair, okay. So we did get a little insight when we spoke to Montel. He did say that Whitney said to him, like, what did he say? He said Whitney said to him that she wanted to come in for something different and not like guys from Road like him that she would usually go for. So we got, do you know what I mean? So. I totally understand what you're saying, and for sure, like, I am thinking what I would do in those scenarios for sure. But
I don't typically do this, but the Alchemist, could y'all get them out of here?
Oh, yeah. How, Nana, can you do that?
Because you tried it. That was cute. You tried, but okay. No. Anyways, I feel like I do it a lot too, where I'm just like, oh, Whitney's like me. Like, I don't know if she would go for that, but it's like we don't really know what she would like. We don't know all those things. And so no, it is let me just
kind of similar, no? Like I feel like they're not the same, but Mehdi and Lochan.
No, sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you. 129, man. It's embarrassing. We've got a guest. We've got a guest. Right, we've got a guest. This is like, I can't believe this is happening. Seriously. Come on, guys. There's 446 people in watching right now, and you're telling me you can only muster 129 likes between you. No, come on, man.
Please, come on, just quickly. Remember, it only takes you 60 seconds usually, and we can add on 100 likes very fast. Let's do this, people. Trisha's saying I liked. Elliot said I liked on both channels. Thank you
so much. Thank you. I need to see more likes.
Yeah, we need more people in the chat saying I liked. I'm
telling you, Underdog Fox, it's coming. We're gonna lock it off. We are. We're gonna lock it off. We need to. Seriously. Because those likes, okay, 136. Okay, guys, come on, we're getting there. Come on.
There we go. I'm seeing I like. I'm seeing it. It's rolling in.
Guys, don't let the aunties reprimand you.
Yeah. Yes, I have gangster in my DNA. Let's go. Yes. Okay, I liked. Okay, cool. Let's see more.
I saw somebody say if you don't help Nana and Sade, they're gonna turn up in your living room. Yeah.
We might.
If you guys have seen my little black fairy emoji bouncing about on Instagram, I've got powers.
That's it.
It'll turn up in your dreams.
Ayo Midday, yes, thank you for liking from the start. Okay, I paid my admittance T Geddes. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, Debbie, yes, appreciate it. Let's 143. I think we should get to 150, then we can continue the conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's
150 is doable, guys. Please.
Come on.
Yes, yeah. Well done, Intense Orange. Keep it going. Remember, book the like button.
Book it. 146. 4 more to go. That's easy. Underdog Fox, you liked. Yes, I would expect you to like from the beginning, to be honest. So if you're liking from now, I'm even disappointed. Seriously.
Ilta, we see both chats.
Yeah, we can see both chats. We're seeing it all, guys.
Yeah. Where are we now? Let me just refresh again. 150. Okay, cool. Okay. Sorry, Nana. Excuse me. What was you saying?
Can I even remember? Like with my memory, what was we talking about?
What were we talking about? Oh, if you could see Lochan being as invested as Whitney.
Oh yeah, no. So because Medi and Lochan are kind of similar guys, like you know, like spicy white type of looking people. I think that Whitney has that type anyway. So I was going through like her friends, like just kind of tracking who her friends were, and there is a bougie type of man that they seem to have in their friendship circle, like and the spaces that they go to. So I think I think he is very much who she would go for. Although she said that to Montel, I think he fits the profile of that kind of Camdenite. Obviously, I was brought up around the same area as her. It's a little bit more mixed in Northwest London as well. So I kind of think, yeah, that's who she would go.
That's true. That's very true. It is definitely for sure. So yeah, so like the guys are chatting in their couples. It's a bit boring. And then what did we see? Where did we go from here? Sorry, my bad. Is this when Maya comes in? Yes. Then Maya came in. Yeah, she looks amazing.
I love her hair now.
Like,
like a blondie.
Yeah.
She has a fantastic tan.
Yeah. Looking really, really, really good. And then she reveals who each couple voted for. Absolutely no. Sorry, your husband's distracted me.
Meant to excel says them North Wheezy girls are different still. Okay.
I love that he's in the chat. I just love it.
I love being in the chat.
We love a supportive partner.
Come in here and is sitting next to me.
No, you should join one day. So basically, you know, she kind of chats to them. She, you know, talks to each of the couples and, you know, was saying to Mitch, you know, you guys are exclusive now with a little corner of mess. I don't know if he liked that comment or not, to be honest. It was quite funny. And yeah, so she reveals each couple who they voted for. So as we know,
wait.
Go on.
So you know how damn, what's her name again? Maya. She pointed out, so-and-so's boyfriend or girlfriend, so-and-so's exclusive, whatever. She didn't do that for Whitney and Lochan. Did you guys read into that, or was that just me?
No. It was quick because she did say, "How are you guys?"
Yeah, that's all she said.
Yeah, Lochan said we're exclusive now. So, but yeah, she didn't give it the same intro as everybody else. It's true.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
really okay. True. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Like I just want Whit to win. And I want her to get every chance possible. You know? So yeah. And it just doesn't seem fair because it does seem like you can tell with the edit, like Mitch got a good edit, man. Yes. And he's been wild. He's actually been wild, like seriously. So it's like rewarding bad behavior, isn't it? Like it seems unfair. It just seems.
Well, I'm not even saying it as if like, you know, it was a dig at them. I'm just wondering. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it. Everybody knows I'm a Whitney stan, so
yeah. No, but to be fair, ashes to ashes. Did you see that comment, Nana?
Where is that?
I'll just pop it up.
Pop it up for me right here. Okay, Ashes to Ashes. They've called Maya out as she obviously loves. She was getting a lot of that on Twitter. Actually, people were saying she's biased.
Yeah.
So is that an attempt to even out the Okay, maybe.
Yeah, to kind of hint at it's not just about Whit and she's not influencing anything. So I guess she does have to be neutral. She does. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get that for sure. Yeah. But it's hard when you like what you like. It's hard, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna gravitate to more to the people that you're feeling, I guess. So Ella and Ty, sorry, they voted for Ella B and Mitch. Everyone voted for Ella B and Mitch, essentially, apart from Ella B and Mitch, who voted for Whit and Lochan, and they claim that they regretted that decision, and they should have voted for Molly and Zach. That's what they should have done. They both saw it coming. They obviously lost the vote and they had to go home. They both saw it coming. Considering Ella B's only been there for 2 weeks, like, wow, like, she's done well. She's done pretty well as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And sorry,
goodbye.
Say it again.
We got the grandstanding goodbye. You know who else got goodbye like that? Olivia.
Right, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Remember?
True.
Olivia got to hold court and everyone was around her and she did a whole big speech to them, like, you know, like she was the mother.
Yes.
True. Maybe like, okay, because maybe they're the character of villain. Like, do you know what I mean? And then they get to have their moment. If they play up to that, do you know what I mean? They get their moment.
Was Mitch seen as a villain though, or was he just seen as a nuisance?
I think that he wanted to be a villain. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, he was trying hard. He was trying hard.
I mean, he's memorable. Are we ever going to get a Mitch again? I'm never going to forget Mitch. That's the thing. I mean, he did that. But I don't know.
Never going to forget him either. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be there. So yeah, he goes into this weird rant, takes him out to the fire pit, goes into this weird rant, you know, how much he likes Locham, how Ty's the last original, do you know what I mean? And that's his boy, that's Sammy. He hated him when he first came in, but now, you know, he's one of the best people he's ever met. And Zach, how that's his best friend. You stole my girl, but you're now my best friend. Weird.
So weird.
I think, and this is maybe very sexist, but it just started to ick me when he was saying Zach is my best friend. I was like,
why?
I don't know. When
they're not best friends.
In his mind, they are. He believes it.
He does believe it. He does.
He kept on saying it as well. It was literally like my best friend. It was like, no, you're not 6. Like, it just, it gave me the ick.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I don't think Zach feels the same. I don't think that Zach's actual best friend that came onto After Sun is going to be too happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, you can't just claim. You just can't.
And realistically, outside of Love Island affiliated events, I would never imagine these two in the same ever.
At all. Yes. No, not at all. Maybe Zach. Yeah, I just don't. It's just so strange. But yeah, I think that was it, really. I think, like, before they went to bed, Ty was like, you know, the room feels empty, but there's a lot of love in the air, which I thought was really sweet. He does have a way of kind of like bringing, I think this is like part of like him ruling his kingdom, but he does do these kind of like speeches, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? To set the sentiment and the mood of the you know. So yeah. And then we went into After Sun. Yeah, Dami was on the show, and also Olivia, who was also, I don't know why I didn't click. I didn't know that Olivia, Sam's partner, was on Love Island. I did not know that. No, actually, sorry, that's Zara. Yeah, Zara's his partner was there as well, and Olivia was on Love Island as well, but she's marrying someone else. She got a whole show about that. But yeah, they done a cameo on After Sun. What did they talk? What were the main things? Scott and Abby's interview. They showed a clip of them after they left the villa, which was probably one of the most awkward the most awkward like outro interview. Sorry, I can't speak. I've seen in a while. And my God, Abby says, you know, it wasn't forced. This is what I got from it. It wasn't forced. Scott says, looking at, yeah, it was forced. Abby's just like, no, it wasn't forced. Yeah, it was forced a bit from my side. What? Why would you do that? They're being filmed.
I'm here like, baby girl. He has told you what it is. No matter how you feel about it, that is his truth. From here on out, you look delusional if you're still trying to convince them. Like, stop. Yeah. Please go out with a little bit of dignity. Laugh. Like, oh my heart. I wanted to jump in the screen and save her because I was like, and what does this do for you, babe? Okay, so he says it wasn't forced. Y'all still not together. So,
right?
This back and forth is so irrelevant.
Yeah, it just, yeah, sometimes it's not about being right or what your version of the truth is, right? Sometimes it's just like, maybe switch up the narrative so you don't look crazy. Like, do you know what I mean?
And look at Scott, it's like, he always is so measured and quite like direct with what he's saying. I don't know how she would even try and jump in and be like, no, it wasn't for. Why are you talking? Just pass and get in the cab and go back. It was like, no, don't talk. I felt for her, but Scott doesn't seem to be able to not, that he can't seem to lie. Like, I was like, you could have soft pedaled that. Like, you didn't actually need to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys thought he was being rude.
It wasn't. I think so.
He seems to always be very straight. Is the only way I can put it. It's like, this is what I'm saying, and that's how it goes. To me, it feels very English. It's a very English man type of, I'm saying what I'm going to say, and that's it. Yeah, I know too many men like that. And they'll just be like, but I'm just being honest. But sometimes you don't have to lie, but you can just soft pedal the truth a little bit. Like, be a little bit nicer. And he wasn't to her. He was like, look, I was forcing it for days. Like, basically just saying to her, you're lucky you rode the little train with me for a little bit. Like, it just wasn't nice. But
to me, it was rude. And I think he thinks he's so nice that he can say whatever he wants. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, come on now. You should have known I was forcing it. You should have known I was lying. You didn't. So you're the idiot, not me. Like, that's what it was given to me.
Yeah, I feel for Abby because I'm like, what is it with these men who feel like they can just talk to her like that? You know?
Right.
It's sad. It's sad.
It is sad. As Aisha said, she didn't deserve that at all. Like, it's just like, come on now. Like, you're out of the show. Why would you take this even further? Like, I really, really don't understand why they don't like Abby. She to me, she hasn't really done that much wrong. Like, yeah, she kind of led two guys on a bit, but that's the game. That's how it is. Like, it's the game. That's what they all do. Sammy done worse. Sammy done much worse, and she told each of them about it. Like, so she even made a duty of care for both parties.
Alicia Messiah says you guys are forgetting Scott is Welsh and they are really straightforward. There's something in it. I'm telling you, culturally, there's something in the way he talks that feels very familiar. Yes, Welsh can do the same as English guys as well. There's just something. Yeah, it's not pleasant, but I didn't think he was doing it maliciously.
They need to choose better words.
Yeah,
he has already acknowledged the verbal beatdown that Abby has been through. He has acknowledged that. So I feel like the best way to go about it would have been, we have a difference of opinion on the trajectory of our relationship, but we're glad to be leaving as friends.
I mean, but you have a way with words.
You do. It's like music. Do you know what I mean? It's like a miracle. Do you know what I mean?
If we would have said that, we all would have applauded and been like, well done.
Like, okay.
Oh, well.
What can you do?
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, it was just very awkward. Felt for her. Even in the interview, I did like the fact that Scott did address things with Catherine. He did like come out and say, like, you know what, that was my pride speaking. We are friends. What's happening on the outside, people come for her, it's not right, and they need to kind of leave it alone. He was asked then, does he see something happening with him and Catherine? Then we went back to old Scott, and he was just like, no, we're friends. It's done. I don't think you can never say never, but no, it's done. No, sort of, no, but it's done. Like, bruv, like, do you know what I mean? You were doing so well. Yeah. And I'm not saying that he needs to go on a date with Catherine, but he could have just left it about, oh, we'll see. That's it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He could have just left it at that, but he was just like, nah. Because what he really wanted to say is like, not a chance in hell. That's what he do you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't with him. It was just yeah, but didn't say it with your chest at all. But go on, sorry, Queen.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've seen online a lot of people want them to rekindle, and I was just like, well, first of all, y'all the ones who tore them apart anyways to begin with. But I'm okay with it just being what it is, you know. I think that for both of them, they could have learned from their experience. Because even with the Scott situation, I was like, yeah, I do kind of feel for him, because eventually he did decide he wanted to be with Catherine. But even when Catherine was there, he wasn't applying enough pressure. And I'm sorry, like, I gotta give it to the pyramid poppy. He was adding the pressure for Catherine, and that's what she fell for. So, like, honestly, they could both learn from this. So
they can actually both learn, not pyramid poppy, you know.
The pyramid poppy.
Oh God. It's true. Oh my God.
He actually said that as well, though. He should have told her more.
Yeah, he did.
I was feeling about her, so at least he acknowledges, yeah, I messed up on that as well. But yeah, Scott, I don't know. I think because we met Gabby, it's like I kind of want Gabby and Scott to get together now. Like, I want them to do a date.
Really? Yeah.
So that she gets a little bit more time. Like, it just feels like what they did to her was so dirty. Like, keeping her in hideaway for like flipping 4 weeks. So I would like her to get a little shine with Scott. Yeah.
Not with Scott though. I want her to get her shine, maybe in her own way. Do you know what I mean? But not with Scott. I think it's, you know what else was and not an eye opener, but a reminder is that when they said he's 22, like I totally forgot he was 22. Do you know what I mean? And that makes so that makes a lot of sense in terms of like his behavior. Like I don't know. I think I had it wide in my brain that he was older.
He looks older, like
he does.
I thought he was one of the older ones in there, like, you know, the 26, 27-year-olds.
No. Shame. That's only Zach, Mitch, and Lochan.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But I just think he's got, again, like just like Ty, he's got a lot to learn in terms of like how to treat your partner, how to treat someone that you're interested in. Like, do you know what I mean? I get the street talking, but like, no, I do like, do you know what I mean? Like, show some affection, like, or you really have to go for people who are not interested in any sort of affection whatsoever. Like,
because what Scott was giving would work for somebody out there. Like, I think it didn't work for Catherine, but to say like he needs to show more, I don't know. I think somebody would be okay with what he was given.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can't lie. He's got suit. People want to date Scott.
I mean, we had people watching that were like ready to jump. Well, they probably have jumped in his DMs. He's gonna have he had a whole defense league.
Yeah, so, exactly. Like
he will be fine.
Listen.
No, he will be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And he can stop pretending now. Do you know what I mean? Because he didn't like Abby at all. Stop pretending. That's not your type. So
I think he liked her when there was a chase involved.
I don't even think so. Do you know? I just don't think that is his type. I don't think that is his type. He liked Ella, Catherine, Gabby. That's what he liked.
But you ain't never liked somebody outside of your type. I can tell you, my ex, I look at him and I said, no, girl, what the hell was you thinking? But at the time, the time, I was in it. Okay. I was in it.
No, I feel you. Yes, there's been a couple blips. What do you call them? Blips?
Momentary lapses of judgment happen.
When I took a different route and then I had to reroute. You know when you reconfigure it? Seriously. But honestly, nah, I don't think even his mum and sister were like, Catherine's what he would normally go for. You know how much of a big statement that is without saying anything?
Well, then if we're going with that logic, then we'd have to say Whitney and Lochan is a nah.
Well, I have question marks.
You do have your question marks. That's true.
I do. So I'm not too sure. I'm just saying, yes, Gwen, he wants espresso. Yes, he wants. Maybe with a dash of milk, but he wants espresso. That's what he wants. And he did say that. He did. And that's the thing that we did say this. We forgot to ask Gabby. Yeah, he made a joke when she asked him, "What's your favorite color?" He said black. He said
black.
Yes. He said it with chest, and she didn't get it.
Because I thought that was hilarious, personally.
Hey, I cackled.
Yeah,
I cackled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you might like South Asian women as well, but you know what they are? They're a bit brown. They're a bit brown. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They're not Abby. That's all I'm saying. They're not Abby.
Abby's a bit brown. She's got a good amount of self-tan on. Sorry. Okay.
You know, there was people.
I'll see myself out.
People were saying that Abby looked dirty,
which was wild.
Okay, that's not nice.
That's not nice. Because I think because her tan was patchy, but you know, like it was cold. I don't know what's wrong with people say. No, but it's true. That's what they said. It wasn't us. We didn't say that. I don't know about tans.
I'm just passing on what the residents were saying.
Yeah. Yes, Bridget, the joke failed. It really did. He probably thought it was hilarious. Do you know what I mean?
I wonder if he actually meant it that way, though.
100% he did.
I thought he did. Sure.
I think he was talking in code. That's what he was saying.
Maybe.
That's how I took it. I was totally like, oh my God, that's hilarious. And she didn't seem to laugh. She seemed to get annoyed.
Yeah, she I don't think she didn't get it, or she was annoyed. It's true, but we forgot to ask her. But yeah. Sorry. It does chuckle me. I can't lie, because that's bold. That's bold to even say that.
On your podcast, did Abby change the story about the alleged fight in Casa? Because now Katie has come out and said it didn't happen that way.
So she did talk. So Gabby did talk about that. She basically said I misspoke. That's what she said. She didn't reveal. So we tried to answer like, who was the person that told you? Because essentially it's the boys. The girls weren't there. The boys told her. So which one of the boys told her? She didn't really kind of say that.
She was not giving up. No name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she gave us the three boys who she was speaking to, Cody, whatever the other ones was.
Ben and someone else.
Yeah. Cody, Ben.
Yeah. So
what was it that she said? It was like she just the security element was added in, basically.
Yeah, that didn't happen. And I think
how do you embellish that though? Like, come on.
Do you know what it is? Like when Katie was in her episode, in her season, that did happen. So she had an argument with someone and security was called. That happened with Katie's one. So I think they just assumed because Katie's involved, then that's happening as well.
But I'm saying men that she heard it from. No, let me not be messy. Let's move on. It's okay.
But the thing is, but she did say basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I had no business telling that story because it wasn't my story to tell. That's basically what she said. So we can, but she said, so what Katie's saying must be the truth. But we was just like, well, no, want to see what Catherine's saying, want to hear what Whit's saying, want to hear what Ella's saying before we actually get the full color of the truth of that conversation. Do you know what I mean? Because Katie's doing a lot right now.
A hell of a lot of exhaustion.
Yeah.
A lot.
Really is.
But I can believe that there was a fight because I think on Unseen Bits, when they were unpacking their bags, Jess had said, "Oh, we're not doing this again," thinking that it was a fight. So I'm like, oh, something.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Something
yes,
happened.
that's absolutely right. Yes, I
Remember
did.
when she runs in, but they were actually like all just messing about. Yeah, definitely. And Catherine has said there was a fight. Well, there was an argument. She said it was a quick argument. They were all a little bit drunk, tired, and that was it.
Yeah.
I do think a producer did go in. I don't think it was security, but I think a producer did go in and just calm them down. And that's probably what the boys were like. Somebody came in and she added on security.
But Ellen said they weren't in the room, so they might not even seen exactly. Just
so nobody should be talking.
Basically,
yes.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So then we see Mitch and Ella B do their interview. Obviously, they're freshly dumped from the villa. The conversation, you know what, to be fair, I was kind of tuning in and out of the convo, so maybe you have not more, Nana, but the main thing was that they rolled the freaking tape. They rolled the tape. They freaking rolled the tape.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I
want to know how she took the fake comment. How did she take it?
You know what? She sat there with a lot of grace and quite expressionless. But what I did note between them, there was a huge gap. Somebody else could have sat between Mitch and Ella when they were sitting on that sofa. And yeah, there was no arms around it. For two people that say they're exclusive, they were acting like a friendship couple straight away. But yeah, she was like, she turned to him and said, you said that you didn't say I was fake. And he went, I forgot.
No, That's what he said?
That's what he said. That's literally why I was engrossed. I was like, this guy is next level. So his line for the evening was he forgot that he had said to Abby that I wouldn't work with Ella on the outside. He said that's why he said I didn't say it, because once Ed left his mouth, he had forgotten about it during the night. And again, he was like, the reason why I told you that is because I'd forgotten I ever said the words "you're fake."
Thank you, T with Mercy. He said it, kissed her. Yes, said it again. Like, that's not something you forget.
And she watched it all. They showed her all of it.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I'm not laughing at her, but I'm laughing because it's so savage. I can't believe they done it. I actually can't believe they done it.
I'm here for it. I love a messy production moment. Shout out Real Housewives. They are really good at that. I love it.
Yeah. They are. And he didn't look phased though. That's the thing with Mitch. He didn't look like, oh shit, what's coming next? He was like, face forward. Maya said, what have you got to say? And I was like, I forgot I'd said it. What can you say?
He scares me. He scares me.
Honestly, and he's 27. He's 27 years old. He's not a child. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not like 19, like Amber. Like, you're 27. This freaking crazy.
He knows he's 27, Sade. He knows. He tells everybody how immature they are. He knows. He knows.
It's stressing me out.
So annoying. What did Ty call him? Bottom of the barrel? I'm scared of Mitch. I'm scared.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. So it annoys me so much that he's getting so much fanfare. And do you know what I mean? Like you're like, you've literally used this girl, really. Do you know what I mean? Like just to stay in it's horrible. He's literally a leech.
Yeah. I'm hoping she just moves on with her life because it wasn't nice. And yeah, there was something though. They're not together. They weren't sitting close enough. I was like, these two are going their separate ways.
Yeah, I forget that in reality they probably separated Thursday.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Not today. So there's been time.
Yeah. Did they show a clip of them beforehand? Like, you know how they showed what's his name, Scott and Abby on the beach doing friendship. Did they show a clip of them beforehand? Because I don't remember seeing that.
No, none of that, like as if they had been out for like a day, like they spent a night together or anything. None of that. It was
None
like
of that.
They went straight to sit on the sofa. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Oh, okay. I know we saw a quick clip of them doing like it's not proposals, what is it? Dedications? What do they call that bit? Where they're all dressed up.
Declarations of love.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They're doing that. They showed a quick clip of that. I don't know if there's going to be any additional drama in tomorrow's before we get to the final bit. But the final is tomorrow. Guys, who do you think is going to win? Or what's your order? Okay.
So, well, actually, before we get to that, how do you guys think about the audience being very flattery of Sammy and Jess? Like when Zara said something against them, they booed her.
Yeah.
Like they are very on the Sammy and Jess train. Sammy, yeah.
I think it's going up. I think their popularity is going up. Whether it's more than Ty and Ella and Whitney and Locham, I'm not too sure. I think they'll probably. I just think it's a bit biased, though. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, we've lost Nana. I'm sure she will find her way back. But yeah. Yeah. I just think Sammy. I think the majority of people can see through Sammy and can see through like what he's done with Jess. And hopefully it sticks with them. And hopefully Jess does something tomorrow that furthers, like, you know, shows that she's unhappy with the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of thing. Well, what did you think?
What did I think about them favoring Jess and Sammy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I it came out of the blue for me. I was like, oh, I didn't know they had so much support. I do know that are they Vicali? The Vicali sisters are fond of Sammy and Jess. So yeah, there is like a Sammy,
I think,
ship happening. Like,
yeah, I think people really like Jess. Like they like Whitney almost. Do you know what I mean? That Jess could kind of be with anyone. Do you know what I mean? But they really buy into Jess. I can understand why they like her as well, because she's very much in that same vein. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. And also as well, I think that they're more. What's the word? They make more sense to the British public than Zach and Molly.
Good point.
I think that's so.
That
if you're
a good point,
yeah, do you know what I mean? So if you're like, yeah, if you're just like, can't see that happening, don't want to see that happen, who's the next one to go for? It would be Jess.
Yeah, you've made it make sense to me now.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And it is.
So who's your lineup?
My line. Okay, right. This is what I want to happen. Number one, Whit and Locham. I want them to win. Then I want it to be Ty and Ella. Then Sammy and Jess. And yeah, Molly and Sammy last. Yeah.
I'm switching those last two.
Okay. Why?
Everybody on my channel knows how I feel about Sammy.
Seriously.
And I have been on a mission to make sure he doesn't stand on the podium.
Oh gosh, so yeah.
He better get fourth.
Oh, serious?
Yes.
Nah, I'm like that with Zach. I can't lie. I don't want.
Oh, Zach's my baby.
Serious? Oh no, why? What is it? Because you know what? Yeah, I was talking to my friend from that way of the world as well, and it was just like I was trying to explain to her. Seriously, I was trying to explain to her that you see here, he doesn't have the clout that it's been, do you know what I mean? Like packaged outside of.
I hear that. I hear that because you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Every season that I see the Love Island lineup, I'm just like, yeah, in North America, this isn't what they would classify as like, we got the most attractive of the country. Like they, and it's not to say that they're not attractive. It's just the beauty standards in North America are not the same as the UK. So honestly, I can count on my one hand the people who I've genuinely found attractive. And it has been Ovi, Medi, the black one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Medi. Yeah.
The archetype for what we like in this region, or let me say the people that I know, is different. So yeah, when I look at the Love Island people, I'm just like, the closest that I would get to somebody I would genuinely be interested in would look like Zach.
Oh my God, no. I get it. He is a good looking guy. But I think that's as far as it goes. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like, 1000%. That's as far as it goes. But my personal vendetta is with Sammy.
But
and that's why he has to be at the bottom.
Okay, but why? Okay, why? Why more Sammy?
I have a real issue with when people say, oh, I'm going to try something that's out of my typical type. And then you almost shame them for maybe not responding in the way that you wanted. Like, I feel like Sammy wanted Jess to be forever grateful at the fact that he gave her the opportunity to, and like, I don't like that personality at all. I don't like it.
No, I hear you. I definitely hear you. And I don't, I think that is what Jess is starting to understand. This is what I was saying to Nana yesterday or the day before. Was saying like, Jess is understanding that actually Sammy settled. Do you know what I mean? And he settled for her. And I think that's the reality of that is coming through. And she doesn't like it. And she doesn't want someone that's going to settle for her. And she doesn't deserve that. You know what I mean? But I think like where it is for Zach, I can't lie. I still haven't gotten over what he done to Catherine. I haven't gotten over it. She might have gotten over it. Everybody might have gotten over it. I haven't. And I'm okay with that. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's just
that's valid. That's valid. And that's how you feel.
Like him. Yeah. I think it was hella rude. I think his apology was horrible as well, kind of thing. He didn't fully apologize. I don't like the way that he acts with Whitney. He makes her masculine, and it's just like she's not mandem, she's a lady. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like everyone can treat it like that but you. What is your freaking problem? Don't like that. Telling people to shut up, don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Because really and truly, in reality, who the hell do you think you're talking to?
See, but I see all of that with Sammy. Like
Sammy isn't telling people to shut up. Like I don't even want to say
okay
stuff. Do you know what I mean? But like Zach, man, no. And also as well, he kind of lied in the beginning. He said he liked Ruchi, Ella, Catherine, and then you're with Molly. You're a liar. Like you're a big fat liar.
That is true. Sammy's a liar too, though.
Huh? Sammy. Yeah. No, Sammy is. He is. No. I get it.
Listen, one thing about me, like the vendetta is personal. My subscribers know me and Sammy.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Did Sammy tell Jess to shut up? Or maybe he did. Sorry. I don't know.
He did.
Oh, did he? Oh, God.
When she was saying, I think it was either right before Josh came or right after Josh came. And he said, oh, shut up, Jess. And she's like, no, don't tell me to shut up. Like, I'm trying to tell you how I feel.
Nah, they need to, all those boys need to stop that. Because what we were saying to Montel as well, it's just like, because he was trying to say like, look, Catherine, Whitney and Jess, they have them, essentially he was saying they have the most mouth. So that's why you see people retaliating against them. And I'm just like, okay, but if they've got like, you guys are sportsmen, you do banter. When you do banter, does it go to shut up? I don't think so. And also, I'm not hearing the girls, and maybe it's editing, I'm not hearing the girls telling you to shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, until it's not giving balance to me. I don't like it.
Respectfully, I know y'all have Montel on your platform, but that's the same man who said to that girl, I don't remember her name, but he was like, oh, she's just yapping. So I'm sorry, I don't really want to hear it from you talking about who has the most mouth. Like I'm don't want to hear it.
To be fair to him, he got the point. He did get the point. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's going to result in changed behavior, I don't know. But he did get the point in the moment. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. I just don't think... Yeah, Zach for me, maybe he needs to come out and explain himself. No one's like held him accountable for the way he's been acting. Obviously, like the way he kind of switched on this is the other thing. You went on a date with Whitney. It was the happiest, most natural we've ever seen you, and then you're switching on her. Do you know what I mean? Then you're switching on her. Nah.
I hear all of you. All of what you're saying is absolutely facts. I just have a personal vendetta
against Sammy. Fair enough. So yeah, I don't want to see him place. Also, we're just sorry. Yeah, my list could go on. It literally could go on. Seriously, but I think having a free pass to the final via Molly, I'm not for it either. At least Sammy has worked in his way.
You know, he in these last few episodes, he's had some gems too, where I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay, Sammy, all right now.
He's definitely trying, and it seems like he's more invested than Jess at the moment. I will say that. But yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. You know, we can't trust the British public to do the right thing. We just can't. So...
I kind of wish North America had access to the voting, because our Love Island has totally different results than the UK one does. What? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man. I haven't watched it, you know. I think I've seen a couple of clips, but how's it do? Because you're reviewing that as well, right?
If this was USA, Catherine would have won with a landslide.
Oh, serious.
Knowing the way the US tends to lean, landslide.
Oh man. Maybe she should go on that one. Maybe she should be a bombshell or something.
Zeta did it. Zeta did it. She's from the UK and she went to the US one and she won. So
I love that. Yeah. That would be really cool, because Catherine needs, I think it's like she needs reparations or something. Do you know what I mean? Just like,
you know what? Yeah, I think like people can feel how they feel, and definitely we know that this is an edited show, but the way that people have been saying she was done dirty, like they're even in agreement. I'm like, yeah, like bias aside, it does really seem like there was definitely an unfair representation when it comes to Catherine. But, you know, you can't tell people that. They're going to still say, oh, she was mean, she was rude, she was whatever. So,
yeah. People just be arguing because they want to argue, but they won't deal with what it really is. It's just like, you guys just wanted to humble her, man. That's all. She's giving anti-black. Basically, that's what it's given to me. So, yeah. Wasn't cool, wasn't cute of the British public to do that at all. And then still going after her when she's out of the house, like, do you know what I mean? Or out of the villa. It's just, out of order. Hopefully now that Scott is out and he said what he said, that it will die down properly. Do you know what I mean? Because it would take that for him to come out and say that repeatedly for them to stop with the hate towards her. You know?
And, you know, even if it doesn't die down, I hope that she has the same mentality as Tanya. Tanya was like, honestly, I just block it out and I keep living my life, and it is what it is. Like, because even me, I was like, damn, Tanya, girl, you embarrassing me. But she was like, these people, I don't know these people. Like, the support is great, but the hate, I don't need to feed into it. And so if, God forbid, the hate doesn't stop for Catherine, I just hope that she has the resilience to push through, because we know this show can do a number on people mentally. So
no, exactly. I think they definitely have a duty of care towards her for sure, and hopefully she'll be okay. But sorry, I know Montel again, but when speaking to him, he did say like, you know,
that's another one I have a vendetta with. I'm so sorry.
Well, we tried to ask him all the questions, you know, but he was saying, and also Gabby was saying that, you know, her family and friends are doing a great job around her, like, do you know what I mean, kind of thing. And she is that kind of girl. She does have that resilience, which is really good. I just, you know what, it's just annoying that she shouldn't have to, right? Do you know what I mean? She shouldn't have to like you know, be dealing with that, because it's just not fair. And yeah, it just seems super biased. But hopefully,
I mean, it's to everybody though, because I'm even thinking about Jess. I hope that coming out of the villa, she doesn't let, because I know people online have been calling her, I'm not going to say what they've been calling her, but like essentially they're fat shaming her and all that kind of stuff. And then hearing what your own man has been saying about you, like it's a duty of care to everybody. I hope that everybody is able to see, like, at the end of the day, we got our person. Hopefully it lasts for y'all if you think it's genuine. And if it doesn't, get them brand deals, baby.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, this is the thing. Sorry, go back to Catherine. This is the thing. When you have companies like Boohoo saying, bye, Catherine, like, come on. Like, it's out of order. It's actually out.
I've never seen that before.
No. They literally done the most. They just done the most. And Abby as well. Like, not like a brand, but like, I just think like she was just done dirty, man. Seriously, she got vindicated a bit. Do you know what I mean? But it just seems like this. They're putting on her on this humiliation.
Yeah,
train.
and she needs to fight back against it though. I need her to be like, okay, I had one opinion of how it went. Clearly didn't go down that way. I'm proud of who I was on the show, and let's move on. That's how I need Abby to show up at the reunion. Because don't let these people humiliate you anymore, Abby, please.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. I think she'll get there. I do think Abby will get there though. I think she's got that about her, for sure. I think we've seen glimpses of that in the villa, because even under pressure, she is able to, like, you know, get her point across and say what it is for her. It was just the fact that everybody was not believing her. Do you know what I mean? And trying to force this narrative that she likes Mitch. Do you know what I mean? And that's why she's doing what she's doing and stuff and everything like that. Why would you like someone that's been so disrespectful? It's so weird. But yeah. Okay, I think we've come to the end of our live. Oh my God.
How fun.
Cool. Yes, very fun. I feel like we should do this again. I don't know what, but we can figure it out.
I'm available.
Yes, let's do it. Nana's unfortunately having a few tech issues at the moment, kind of thing, so she's not going to jump on again, but she does say thank you and bye and stuff. Maybe she'll pop up in the chat. But thank you so much, residents, for watching. Really, really appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all of our channels, of course, and like the video. If you're watching this later, please leave a comment as well, kind of thing. We do try and get back to as many comments as we possibly can as well. But this was really cool. Really appreciate you, Queen E. You're really doing your thing. We love it. We love you. We love to see it. Do you know what I mean? So thank you, guys. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a live with Chicane. If you guys know them, we're going to be doing that.
Chicane TV.
Yes, Chicane TV. Yeah. At 7:30 UK time, we'll be doing that before the episode airs, and then we'll be going live after the episode at 11, I think, or 11:30. But yeah, that's us. What are you doing? Are you doing anything special for the final?
I typically just go live and we watch it together. That's
sick.
It.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Cool. All right then, Queen E, have a good evening. Oh, good afternoon. It's afternoon, right? Still there?
It's evening now. It's almost 6 o'clock.
Okay, cool. For me, it is 10 to 1. So I'm going to bed.
Good night.
Yes.
Good night. Yeah.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.